Alright people, so before I get this video started, I would just like to say I am doing this on my iPod, and the reason is because of that fucking iPad. Or it's not the iPad's fault, but it's fucking Apple's fault for the most. Apple and I guess YouTube. You know, it is Apple's. I've already talked about this, but I mean, it gets where like I'll have like a certain amount of videos like stored on my iPad, and it's like, then I'll try to upload it to YouTube, then I'll come back and I'll see, you know, after fucking like an hour of uploading, that's how long it takes sometimes. I'll see it has a message, storage almost full. Then storage almost full. Then I'll go check it on YouTube, and it only uploads like 5 minutes of a 10-minute video. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care. Just because storage is almost full, you can't upload the full video? What the fuck is up? But I've already talked about that a little bit. So let's get into this. Top 10 matches of WWE in 2014. Didn't really put them in any fucking order. Just really listed them. Putting them in order is too much work. Sometimes I'll put shit in order, but I mean, these are all really great matches, I thought, so I figured, why not just list them? First one, Team Authority versus Team Cena. Really great match. I mean, you had Sting back, a lot of great moments, a lot of tension there in the match. It really told a good story. You know, it was a great match all around. But they fucked it all up, though, when they brought back the Authority. Kind of took away from this match a little bit, the value of it, but still, overall, at the time, it was a great match and shit, and I still look back at it as, you know, some matches that I won't rate 5 stars when they happen, but looking back at it, you know, probably give it 5 stars. Next one is the Wyatts versus the Shield. I mean, it was kind of a clash of the two heel groups, which they very rarely do. They very rarely will put a heel versus a heel in a big match situation, but they did it, and it was great, you know, a lot of great action, a lot of great moves, a lot of awesome moments. And it made for a very exciting match at the Elimination Chamber. That's the match I'm kind of referring to there. And yeah, I mean, it was just really cool to see, you know, like the two dominant tag teams over the last year or so face off. Very cool. Next one, Cesaro and Zayn from NXT. Really, any of their 2 matches really qualify. I know that their last one was in 2013, so I guess you kind of got to use the 2014 one. But I mean, just fucking awesome wrestling. The 5-star match, best wrestling match probably, pure wrestling match of the year. Not including, you know, where they say wrestling tells a story. Just best pure wrestling. Just these 2 are fucking unbelievable. And why aren't these 2 in fucking higher spots? Look, these guys are fucking incredible. Go back and watch that match and see what those guys do. That shit they do is so fucking incredible. It's so acrobatic and athletic. You know, and then you look at a guy like Orton, and people will say, oh, he's so great. Look at that rest hold. He's being so sadistic. You know, what a great wrestler. You know, he's really taking his time to dissect his opponent. Yeah, with what? With a fucking rest hold? I mean, come on. How is he that entertaining? Yeah, you know, Zayn will put on these great fucking awesome moves, and people, oh, you just like him. He's an indie guy, small guy. But no, I mean, look at the moves he does. It's fucking incredible. Can you do those moves? I couldn't even imagine myself even coming close to doing the moves that he could do. Same thing with Cesaro. Next one, Zayn versus Neville. Another great NXT match. A lot of excitement. A lot of entertainment here. And it reminded me, I wanted to put another, no, I did not. I kind of got confused there with Kevin Owens. I thought that was a separate match, but Kevin Owens hasn't wrestled yet. Never mind. I mean, just that was a great match. I'll give it 5 stars because after it, a lot of great shit happened after it too with fucking, you know, the Zayn and Neville talking. I kind of got that as it was their, you know, these were like kind of the top 2 guys in NXT over the past, you know, a good amount of time, and Neville's looks like he's leaving for the, you know, for the main roster, so it was kind of their goodbye. They've been through a lot, so it was a really cool moment, and then Kevin Owens hugging him and then turning on him was really awesome too. Next one, Bryan versus Batista versus Orton at WrestleMania 30. The match itself wasn't too great. I mean, you had that really cool Batista bomb into an RKO. You didn't really have too many great moments. It's not like it was like a 5-star wrestling match as it goes with just wrestling moves. But it was, you kind of want to give it 5 stars just because of the greatness of Bryan. I don't want to give it, I wouldn't say it's a 5-star match, but I mean, just how great it was to see Bryan win the belt. It was very awesome. Very awesome moment. Next one is Triple H versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. Surprisingly, Triple H was pretty impressive. Put on a pretty great match here with Bryan. And again, Bryan comes through, puts on another great epic match here. Very memorable match. Next one, Evolution versus The Shield. And you could really take either two of the matches. They were both very great matches. A lot of action, a lot of hardcore moments, a lot of jumping off things, like off the Tron, off the entrances to the actual arena. So I mean, just a lot of great moments there in that match. Next one, Wyatt versus Cena. Bray Wyatt, buried by John Cena, but anyway, John Cena and Bray Wyatt still put on a very phenomenal match, and I'm referring to the one specifically, a Payback or Last Man Standing match. It was still a good match. I mean, you got to admit, a very great match, I thought. You still got to admit, even if you hate Cena, that he did put on a pretty hardcore match here. Next one, Ambrose versus Rollins. I'm kind of referring to the Hell in a Cell match. A lot of extreme moments. Coming off the stage onto the off the cell onto the tables was a very awesome moment. You had Bray Wyatt returning too, which I kind of thought was kind of cool, leading to the Ambrose Wyatt feud, which I thought could have been done a little bit differently, but still I thought all in all it was a good match. And I'm going to put this one on here just because, I felt like I should put a Divas match on here because it did have some pretty kick-ass Divas matches there in NXT. Charlotte versus Natalya. Not only was it a very good wrestling match, but they told a story there with Ric Flair and Bret Hart being there. So it was not only good wrestling, but good storytelling too, with the hugs after and kind of Ric Flair crying. It was kind of a very cool, genuine moment there for WWE and NXT. So there you go, people. There's your top 10 matches of WWE in 2014.